Top 10 biggest snakes ever recorded. Pretty much all of the really impressive biggest snakes in the world, the 50-footers and up, live online or in Hollywood. But even in the real world, a handful of snake species can grow to immense proportions. The longest of them, pythons, can stretch well beyond the length of George Washington's 21-foot nose on Mount Rushmore. And there is anecdotal evidence of some species reaching 33 feet or nearly as long as a telephone pole. So today, we bring you the top 10 biggest snakes ever recorded on our planet. So, get ready to let your fears slither down your spine. Let's go. 10. Olive Python. The olive python is one of Australia's largest snakes, measuring just over 13 feet in length. It is usually a single color of olive, greenish-brown, reddish-brown, or off-white. It has pale lips, finely dotted with pale gray or brown, and a whitish belly. They prey on birds, mammals, and reptiles. Adult pythons can consume mammals as large as rock wallabies. The olive python kills its prey by constriction, and it is not venomous. This is the reason why python lovers all over the world see the snake as a very desirable pet. They are very often kept and bred as pets, but require a lot of care considering the huge size they can reach. Humans have never been on the dinner list for the olive python, but if it ends up biting a human, it can be a pretty terrible blow. It may require hospitalization. 9. Black Mamba. The black mamba is the largest venomous snake found in Africa, and one of the longest was recorded at 14.1 feet. Black mambas live in the savanna and rocky hills of southern and eastern Africa. These snakes are not only the longest, but are also one of the fastest, with a top speed of 12.5 miles per hour, and most aggressive snake in the world. And to top it all off, their venom is extremely lethal and can cause collapse in humans within 45 minutes or less. Without appropriate antivenom treatment, symptoms typically progress to respiratory failure, which leads to cardiovascular collapse and death. This typically occurs in 7 to 15 hours, so watch out for these. 8. Boa Constrictor. Boa constrictors are non-venomous snakes, famous for their method of subduing prey, squeezing or constricting it to death. The males are larger than females, and the biggest boa constrictor ever recorded was a whopping 18 feet in length. They are also extremely famous among reptile enthusiasts because of their beautiful coloration, and they are not known to be particularly dangerous to humans.
Phenomenal. I'm so in love with his markings and his coloring.
As they tend to prey on mice, rats, lizards, bats, and amongst other small creatures. 7. King Cobra. King cobras are the world's longest venomous snakes, with maximum lengths measuring up to a little over 18.7 feet. This fearsome snake predominantly preys on other snakes and is found in India and Southeast Asia. If this serpent thinks you're a threat, it will rear up its body, display its hood, and hiss loudly. They can also launch their venom in the form of a projectile aimed at the eyes of its enemy, causing extreme pain and even blindness. Fun fact, they are called king cobras because they can kill and eat other cobras. True story. 6. African rock python. The African rock python is a non-venomous snake and kills by constriction. They can grow as long as 22 feet in length and are considered a very dangerous predator of the African continent. While not as aggressive as something like a king cobra, African rock pythons aren't docile animals. They strike quickly and unexpectedly as ambush predators, and they get territorial when it comes to things like feeding, nesting, and protecting their young. They don't even like to live with others of their kind. They're solitary snakes. These are ambush hunters and rely on stealth and cryptic coloration as camouflage. They will lie in wait for their prey, and as soon as they come across it, they will bite into them and wrap their bodies around the prey and slowly constrict. 5. Burmese Python. The Burmese python is a non-venomous constrictor that can be found in Southeast Asia and is very popular among snake enthusiasts. The native range of the Burmese python stretches from India to Lower China, throughout the Malay Peninsula, and on some islands in the East Indies. These pythons usually live near water. These snakes have been known to eat birds, rodents, and other small animals such as rabbits. The size of this snake varies from wild to captivity and have an average size of around 8 to 10 feet, but the largest one ever recorded was around 26 feet in length and weighed over 200 pounds. 4. Green Anaconda. The green anaconda is one of the heaviest and longest snakes in the world, reaching up to 28 feet in length and 250 kilograms in weight. Legend has it that anacondas are man-eaters due to their size, but there is little evidence that supports this. They are primarily aquatic and eat a wide variety of foods, including fish, birds, mammals, and other reptiles. And considering the huge size and weight of this snake, the possibility of it eating a human is highly possible. 3. Amethystine Python. The amethystine is one of the world's largest snakes. It has been recorded at a length of 29 feet, but on average they are about 15 to 20 feet in length. It is a slender python for its size and is not able to kill the large animals that its relative, the green anaconda, can. However, what they do have are heat sensors, unlike its relative. The amethystine python detects its warm-blooded prey at night with the help of its heat-sensing pits located on the front of the head. When a small mammal is within striking distance, the python seizes its prey with its gaping mouth and throws a coil of its body around its prey, which constricts and suffocates the animal. 2. Reticulated Python. The reticulated python is known to be the world's longest snake and has been recorded to reach over 32 feet. These non-venomous snakes are found in Southeast Asia. Their typical diet consists of mammals and occasionally birds. It does not attack humans by nature, but it will bite and possibly constrict if it feels threatened or mistakes a hand for food. While not venomous, large pythons can inflict serious injuries, sometimes requiring stitches. They are capable of killing humans, and there have been incidents where reticulated pythons killed their owners in captivity. However, incidents from the wild have not been heard. While they are the longest snakes on Earth currently, they are also a subspecies of snake found in the islands northwest of Australia, where dwarf and super dwarf retics are found, which have an unusually small size, mainly as they were captive bred, and in a full palette of colors, which cannot achieve its full size. 1. Titanoboa. The Titanoboa was the longest snake that ever lived, and fossils of the massive snake were found in 2009 and were in a coal mine in La Guaira in Colombia. It could reach lengths as long as 50 feet and weighed more than 1.2 tons. If you were wondering how could it be so big, well, reptiles can grow bigger in warmer climates, where they can absorb enough energy to maintain a necessary metabolic rate. That's why insects, reptiles, and amphibians tend to be larger in the tropics than in temperate zones. Anyways, researchers believe that this huge snake would feast on crocodiles in its territory, crocs that were bigger than what we have today, and the meal would include multiple crocs at a time. However, the astonishing finding is that the Titanoboa was not a frequent eater. It would feast on multiple crocs in a day, and then it would not have required eating for almost a year. The species, however, went extinct almost 50 million years ago. Climate change contributed to the disappearance and extinction of most of Titanoboa. The declining global temperatures favored the emergence of smaller snakes, and the rapid drop in temperatures made the metabolic processes of the Titanoboa difficult. Habitat change also contributed to the extinction of the Titanoboa.